Today is Money Monday, and we are joined with Richard Del Monte from the Del Monte Group, and we're talking about a change to Social Security that could impact you. Richard, thanks for being here with us.
Great to be here.
Okay, so Social Security, as we all know, it's very important to many Americans out there. So let's talk about this so-called file and suspend claim, who it impacts, and what we need to know about this.
Okay, this is a little wrinkle in the law that's been in existence for about 10 years. And it's the Congress at the end of last year closed it, and they're making it effective on April 30th.
Okay.
So for people who have worked in their careers and they're going to be 66 years old as of April 30th, they can do what's called a file and suspend, which means they're going to file for benefits, for Social Security benefits, and then immediately suspend the benefit. So you might think, well, who on earth would want to do that? Well, the reason is because by doing that, you open up the door for your family members to start collecting benefits based on your work record. Meanwhile, by delaying your own benefits until age 70, you can get way more. So you get 8% more benefit by waiting.
Wow.
So you could get as much as 32% higher benefit for yourself by waiting to 70. Meanwhile, your spouse can start collecting based on your record, which is they get 50% of your benefit. Your dependent children can start collecting money on it. They can get a huge amount of money, and your ex-spouse can collect.
Okay, so what's the deadline again? And if I'm at home thinking I fall in this category, what should I do?
You should contact Social Security Administration and ask them about doing a file and suspend.
File and suspend.
You have to be 66 before 4:30 of this year. After 4:30, this thing, bye-bye, it's gone. You can't.
Forever.
No one can do it forever. So it's a little short window, and nobody knows about it. So it's really important that people really take action. If your audience has anybody that, that like relatives, friends, and acquaintances, tell them.
Again, it's called the file and suspend option. Okay, let's talk about China. Roller coaster going over there. We are following it. What's the impact here in the U.S. and why? Why does it matter so much?
Initially, their panic spreads quickly. Fear just goes like electricity through a fire in a crowded room, like you said. But after a few days, people start relaxing. So you notice today, China was way down again today, and then our markets were actually up because people are starting to get their heads clear again and going, oh, wait a minute, that's on the other side of the world. We're still okay here. So people, after a period of time, people just stop panicking and start thinking, maybe it's not going to be so bad.
Are we still okay here? We had a couple of bad days. What was that, last week where the Dow was down pretty dramatically, but we're still okay long-term?
So far, I mean, it looks like long-term we're going to be fine, yeah, but it looks like earnings might be coming in a little bit lower on corporate earnings for this quarter versus before. So it's going to be a little dicey for a while, but long-term we're fine.
Okay, I'd like to switch gears for a second, if you don't mind, and talk about Bill Del Monte, the last known survivor of the 1906 earthquake, died this morning. It's a relative of yours, your grandfather's cousin?
Right.
What do you know about Bill, your cousin Bill, and the stories that you probably heard growing up your life?
So Bill was an incredible human being. He was very kind, very humble, very gentle. And he had the greatest stories you could ever imagine. He said that he made and lost $1 million 3 times in his life. And the first time he lost $1 million was in the crash of '29. Wow. He was 22 years old.
Wow.
And it's happened more times. Even up until like 6 months ago, he was still investing in the stock market every single day with his nephew, Ray.
Right, and we're looking at some images that you can remember that we've seen over and over again from 1906. Earlier, we showed a picture of Bill Del Monte. How is the family doing? And I know it was a tough loss. How old was he?
He was 109 years old. He was going to be 110 in a week or so.
My goodness.
He's just a little bit short, yeah.
Okay.
Great story, though. Great human being.
Oh, we just had him up there a few seconds ago. Well, thank you for
We're
sharing his story, Richard. Condolences to your family,
Thank you.
and thanks for being here with us today.
Thank you. It's great to be here.